Hello, buy pressure. Or is it sell pressure? How's it going, everyone? This is definitely not an emergency stream. I just flipped over to X for a minute. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's see what's going on real quick. And then I read something. It's like, you read something, you're like, wait, am I reading this? Let me go back. I see a contract address from Richard Hart. I see something about a sacrifice thing. Just kind of pause for a minute and think, whoa, that was fast. And then you start reading. You ever have the feeling? I had that just very, very recently. And before we look at anything, let's just see how the market reacts to it. The market has decided that PLSX, Inc., Hex, and even eHex, the technology has weakened by 20-some% on average. The technology has the opposite of improved, around 20%. That's what the market has decided for this particular point in time. I just had to check the price. I'm usually not checking the price charts, but I had to check it on this one, especially when I saw that. I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably bring that up. Yeah. So, anyways, what the heck just happened? What the heck's just happened? If you've been living under a rock, let's go. Let's give you my previous experience here. I scroll. I see a tweet from Richard. And I see the contract. I'm like, whoa, address thing. Okay, what's that? This just went live on provex.info. And this is a contract address of the SAC address. Like when I say that, you probably think, like I do, contract address of the token that is live. But no token is live. No token is live. If you are buying a Provex token, it is not from Richard Hart. Anyone else, until someone tells me different, that's what I understand. Pretty confident about that. So this just went live. This is the new SAC address. Oh, wow. I know you wanted that, right? New SAC address. Let's go. New SAC address. Believe. New SAC address. You are sacrificing your coins to make a political statement. This time it is you believe in capitalism, the removal of middleman, and replacing trust proof. I do like that. That's good. Yeah. You're sacrificing your coins to prove you are serious about this belief. You have no expectation from the profit from the work of others. You understand what you sacrifice can be sold, and you will receive no benefit from it. This one seems new. Can be sold. That seems new. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Are you ready for this? USDT, Solana, XRP, BNB, TRX, DOGE. Doge to me means Department of Government Efficiency. ADA, Hyperliquid, Link. Got to get all the tags in there. All the communities. BCH, XLM, Stellar, LTC, Dash, Monero, XMR, AVAX, Zcash, and many other coins from many other networks are accepted. You can't game the system with the liquid coins. Also, we're learning from the initial sacrifice. I mentioned recently that I suspect you could literally send anything in. I remember Richard saying like, oh, no matter if it has liquidity or not, somebody may be generous and give you some points. Now, if you haven't read this yet, here's the banger. Are you sitting down? Are you in your chair? Are you standing up with confidence with a straight back? Posture check. No sacrifices will be credited from Pulsechain Network for anything. No PLSX, Inc., Hex, eHex will be credited from any network. A whole lot of people are going to post angrily that they wanted to sacrifice. They're not allowed to. It's okay. The rate increases quickly and the sacrifice is over quickly. This maximizes fairness across all networks. The max bonus is 3x. There's a leaderboard. Rate increases start in about 21 days. What might be airdropped for free to those address noticed proving their belief in the political statement? Now, if you're thinking anything other than the Provex token, then I'd like to hear your theory. but I'm pretty sure I read this as that you're going to, you maybe airdrop the thing that you get points for. I wouldn't, at this time, I'm not able to theorize about any other things. That I just think it's just what he's talking about. And he may add clarification. If it's your first time sacrificing, welcome. These are these phrases pretty familiar, or the context stuff. What other tokens should be added and what networks? Wow. So if you go to provex.info, going over here, it's the one time where I'm like, nope, we're going dark mode. We're going dark mode. Provex.info. Do not go anywhere else. Only provex.info. And it appears you can sacrifice. I got a bunch of zeros there. I thought he updated a thing that showed dollars, or he did a post about that. Sacrifice dashboard. You got to connect wallet to view sacrifice dashboard or see info. Interesting. Let me go to the other post. Let's see. So that's the last post on this one. When you connect, you can, where's this here? Effect on function. Let me just go back to see. He posted something else about the leaderboard. Yeah. So it takes a couple hours for the data collector to get a TWAP and show it in the leaderboard. Wouldn't be surprised if they allow DAI, wrapped ETH, USDT, I'm going to assume, and USDC sacks on the Pulsechain network. Hold on. So the first one said nothing from Pulsechain. And this is, so I guess that means no Pulsechain coins, but wrapped Pulsechain, wrapped tokens that are on Pulsechain that come from Pulsechain may be accepted. I don't know. But would make sense. And that's what I would think. So, very interesting. Very interesting. Again, I saw this like 45 minutes ago. So I'm getting the reaction with you right now. I've had a little bit of time to digest it, but not much. Wow. That happened fast. Provex.info. Yeah, I was looking to, just with every launch, you can go and look at the public information about certificates and see if any other services are running all that stuff. I was just checking out crt.sh. You can do Pulsechain, you can do PulseX, you can do all the stuff to see what the infrastructure looks like as far as certificates and stuff go. But yeah, to see provex.info. Also, I was checking on, because I see that there was a certificate before for provex.info last year in May. And now I see one just registered literally like today. And I wonder if before, so I went to Wayback Machine. I was like, like, was this a picked up domain? Was this like purchased or something? Like, what did it used to be? So I wonder if it was like, just always curious, in 2019, do we have a Wayback deal? Let's see. What did Provex used to be? Has anybody went to like other Provex websites? I heard something was medicine or I don't know. I heard it's just like a bunch of other stuff. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. Do not, never mind. Sorry about that. That's what you get for clicking around. All right. So hard to say what Provex used to be and all the different websites and all that stuff, but I was curious. So anyways, I'm going to get to your questions. I'm going to get to your Cracker Barrel boy. I hear you. I see you. It's pretty funny. All right. Max, Diego, kind of, can't wait to see your face. Yeah. Giving an opinion about this move, I respect your impartial opinion. Man, I believe in this ecosystem. I believe in Richard, all this stuff. So my honest opinion, and of course I'm biased, but I do try to bring as objective as possible. I really do try to bring like, hey, what do I think about this? And I don't know, like I try not to form a lot of opinions until I get information, and I kind of like, I'm really generous with like, okay, what's the plan here? Like, how's this going to work? Like, why is this bullish? I really try to bring that stuff out. That being said, you know, I am optimistic. It's just my natural flow for Pulsechain and all this stuff too. So I think with Provex, the tech is cool. The sacrifice, I mean, if you watched I don't know if you watched the 12 Minutes of Cope by Jexa, which Jexa will be on the show tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. I should tune into that. We're going to go over the whole virtuous cycle theory and all that stuff too. Man, I feel like there's something, it's almost like I automatically want to be contrarian on this too, because I think the opinion is like, I mean, if you're I'm in Pulsechain, and most crypto people be like, what are you doing? Right? Still trying to beat that dead horse, like, they may say nice things about Richard, they may not, but it's like, it's hard to describe. There's this part that I'm sure you can describe as sunk cost fallacy. It could be copium, it could be culty, it could be all this stuff too. But there's this part of this just like belief of like, no, I'm just in this thing. I'm in it to win. And I keep seeing examples of ways to do that. And I can wait. I try my best. So I would like to have more information, although I feel myself trying to come up with bullish stuff with it regardless. I don't know. I don't see, maybe this is helpful. I don't see anything that is like a red flag for it. I don't see anything that would make me think, oh, this isn't strategic in some way. I may not know the strategy. I may just be able to speculate on it. But there's something here. I mean, the virtual cycle theory is like one of the best, most interesting ways to think about it I've came across as well recently too. So I don't know, like, is this just another like way to transfer value from season to season, cycle to cycle? Is this a way to bring new people in who, again, our community, if we're going to grow, our community can't just have skin in the game for the coins. We need new people to come put skin in the game. And we need to tell those people need to know about Pulsechain and listen and hear about Provex and be like, hey, this is a sacrifice thing. Do you want to see if you can make some money? Do you want to sack some money for it? Which would be funny to sell, because it could be like, and the last thing, $1 billion, and the community is really cool. We got a lot of cool products and network works great, but the price is not so good right now. So I'm going to be interested to see how to sell that. If we don't have some green candles and they don't start helping us sell it, how are we going to sell it? Could use some help there. It's a little bit harder. But my opinion, again, is so early to even put one on it. What has it been, a week? Has it been a week? What was it last? It's been 5 days. I don't know. It feels like Provex has always been. Mr. Prove was just always, it feels like it's been longer. I think what I want to believe, and what I see there being no evidence that it couldn't be true, is that this is another play towards locking a bunch of money up, doing something we have no expectations of, on the same time building a lot of hype and excitement for onboarding, and it turning into either benevolent stuff, helping add fuel to the fire for the ecosystem. Macro comes into there and it becomes a lot easier to onboard because retail comes in. I just can see so many different ways for this to be a good thing. Is again very hard to see. When prices have been down from the last sacrifice, and everyone's just not flush with cash right now. I don't know. Maybe we'll see some green candles, and everything will start being, oh, it's much easier to think this thing is good. Maybe that'll happen. I hope so. But in the meantime, I don't know. The tech is cool. I'm trying to wrap my head a little bit around, everybody wanted to sacrifice Pulsechain coins only. We wanted, the buy pressure. And we're not getting it. That's what has been said, at least. So, I know Richard said before, I mean, it can feel ruthless sometimes. And maybe that's how you get the most amount of gains. But it, I remember, I never forget, he said there's a few greatest hits I never forget Richard saying. One is like, you do the work. Another's like, not your keys, not your coins, all that stuff. But, one time he was on stream and he was like, somebody said something and I can't remember. I don't know what they said, but he was like, hey, I'm not, you think I'm in it, you think I'm here for you. He's like, I'm not here for you. You're already in. He was like speaking to that person, speaking to just in general, speaking to the community, we'll say. You're already in. I'm here to onboard the next person. And I take that when I see these things that aren't like direct or indirect buy pressure. On my favorite tokens, I'm just like, he's not in it for me. He's in it for the next person. Again, does that change my stance on how bullish I am for Pulsechain and how I think being in it for everyone else who isn't already in to grow the community and help us bring in more capital, bring in more buy, like bring in the buy pressure. Smart guy. I think he does. I think it's inevitable. He'll be misunderstood at pretty much every step, especially after the shininess of green candles has worn off from all the action we saw in the early days of X. So I'm interested to see how many people said they're not going to sack who actually do sack. I feel like everyone wants to have a little bit of skin in the game for Richard Hart Project. I think everyone knows, or I guess a lot of people believe, a lot of people just been shaken out and don't care anymore and moved on. Wish you all the best, as usual. But the people who do, I think he really wants them to, he wants to see this thing be right. Number one crypto, number two crypto, flip ETH, all that stuff. So anyways, hopefully that helps. But I'm in, like, RHMax for his ideals. Love the coins. This tech is awesome. I'm excited to see what it is for onboarding. I'm excited to see how good it is for Pulsechain. Mega marketing is coming. Green candles come anytime. And I think that'll help. Literally, I'm like, green candles come because I want to make onboarding easier. I'm not even thinking about my bags and stuff. I mean, of course, I want price. Everyone wants to price go up to bags. I'm not even thinking about the 10,000X. I'm saying about, hey, can we get a 5 or 10X? And then we can just boom, boom, boom. Put up the material, put up the marketing, put up the green candles. Hey, look, hey, bubbles, bubble green, bubbles up. Everything else down, bubbles up. It just makes everything easier. It's been hard for a while. That's okay. So, if you can't tell, I'm a believer. So, I think, I want this place to succeed. So, I don't think it's a bad idea. I know. So that's my best opinion I got for you at this moment. Anyways, great question, Diego. Thank you. Richter, keen to understand why RH would choose not allow sacrifice of Pulsechain coins. I am also interested in knowing that. Because, I went over it was the last stream I did. I did the AMA. I think that was the last stream. I literally talked about how I can't think of a good reason not to do that, right? And I had some good reasons. I mean, everyone, like, it's obvious, right? Like, hey, it is possible that could put some buy pressure on our favorite tokens because you need them sacrifice. And win-win, it would lock up more of those tokens, right? Oh, man, who has a good answer? Somebody tell me. I'm just thinking, the only thing I can think of off the top of my head, again, this just happened, so I haven't really been thinking about it because no expectations, right? Like, not expecting one way or the other. If I were to expect anything, I would be like, it'd be cool if it was Pulsechain coins only plus, all coins, but a bonus for Pulsechain coins. I just think maybe it's better for onboarding. Maybe if you don't have to, that's the thing I mentioned was like, the only downside is something around friction, around, they have to go to Pulsechain to buy the coins, or, we can make it the easiest way possible. But at the end of the day, it's like, probably got to go to Pulsechain, or got to find some pool somewhere that, if you're on Ethereum, it's just this whole like, oh, you got to go buy this thing to sec, when the most frictionless way by nature is you don't have to do that. You got BNB, send it over. You got, ETH, you got Solana, you got Base, you got AVAX, you just send it. You send it to an address and you get some points. So if we're going to go into it, one, it makes it the most frictionless possible, right, to sacrifice. And two, it encourages, does it? Maybe it encourages other people from other chains to talk about and be like, hey, you make some money on BNB. Maybe you want to roll it into Provex type thing. Maybe there's something there. Again, I haven't thought about it much. Didn't expect to be talking about it as much, but I don't know. You tell me. What do you got, chat? I think those two things are the most, what I can think of right now. And again, that's not what the community was. Oh, take some more of my coins. Because a lot of people, they don't want to put more money in. They don't have more money to put in. So, oh man, it's getting to be a sacrifice, huh? And how do the people on Pulsechain sacrifice? You either have extra money to do so fresh capital in, or you sell the course, or sell, whatever else on Pulsechain, and buy whatever, into stables or ETH, I guess. Is that whatever is accepted? Don't take my word for anything's accepted. Go, use the Provex sacrifice sites and stuff for that. You sell whatever that is, however much you want to sacrifice. Yeah, that's what I could see, at least. And you sacrifice that. So I don't know. You got how long we got to decide here? You got to connect a wallet to see this. Let's see. Let me see. Got a dummy wallet here. See if I can get some more information on sacrifice and the countdown. Is there a count? Where's the countdown? Is it going to tell me the countdown after I connect? Is that what it is? I just need to refresh. You got 21 days to decide, I guess. Is that what it was? 20 days left? Another shakeout. Or option number 3. Oh, drum roll. The final shakeout. Will you sell your cores for Mr. Proof? I don't know. I kind of don't think. Choose a network to begin. Okay. Oh, yes. And this will tell you the address and stuff for each. Are these the same? You have to generate different ones for like Solana, right? Or Arbitrum. So the EVM one's the same. Bitcoin's got to be different. Okay. Oh, yeah. So it generates those. Okay. Anyways, and these are the supported tokens, looks like. And okay, this is given 503, so just maybe it's overload or something. So yeah, I mean, it could be. Honestly, I think either way, it's not like, oh, I need to give. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if like literally the sacrifice doesn't matter as far as taking away. I mean, of course, there's a natural splitting of buying pressure because you got 5 cores now instead of 4, or if you count EX, 4.5, 5, whatever. This does not change my thesis on Pulsechain pumping. I'll say that. And maybe this is part of the strategy that strikes the match, where at some point we get into pump mental mode. This is not maybe any more or less bullish on Pulsechain. I could totally see this being a very good thing, or I don't know. I think if it's going to happen, what did Richard say? Zero hero. What did he say? He said the other day, it struck me as like, I can see that. Where is it? Yeah. I remember someone investing tip in the chat room one day. They said, you know what my secret is? I just never sell at a loss. I very often think about that. I think some people call this zero hero. So anyways, let's refresh that for a second. And buy the dip, bro. I hope everyone buying Pulsechain coins gets the maddest of gains. Provex. No, Provex. It's too popular. It's too good. Too good. Anyways, I'm going to put it back on the Richard tweet anymore. Or maybe I'll just put it back on the sacrifice piece. Yeah. So what do you do? Just send random crypto to that address? Well, that's how the other sacrifices were. That's kind of how all the participation things work, right? There's this address, you check it with all these different trusted sources, you verify it's good, and then that's how you like send and receive money for it. I know it feels like, I mean, it's a great feeling to be like, oh, be careful with that. But again, if you check it on all different official sources, it's legit, then that's the best we got for that. Falling on my chair. Yeah. I was surprised that it happened this fast and that it was those kind of sacrifice style. All right, sorry, I can't get to everything. Fox Mono, no point in sacking, just pick Provex 9% launch. I don't know. Like I feel like that is the instinct, right? The instinct, it's like after seeing Pulsechain and PulseX do that, and that, and there was like a 2x or so. And then, they've been below what people sacrifice for a while. Yeah, I mean, it does. I just, you know what? I think there's plenty of lessons to be learned through this bear market. I don't think learning that trading is better than staking is a lesson. The lesson that I want to learn, at least. I don't think delayed gratification, that you need to like do stuff quickly and, kind of like, again, like trade, just do all this stuff. I don't think the lesson is like none of that stuff works. I don't think the lesson is, DeFi is dead or over, where it's not coming back, where it's just a season, it's just not gonna be popular again, utility's over. And those aren't the lessons that I think are true to me. And just like that, I'm just like, man, I can't not bet against. It's very hard for me to be like, nope, it's going to go down. I can't. It very well could happen. And I think a lot of people think that, which also, again, makes me like, the contrarian thing is, there's like, why is that a pattern? Like, why would that happen? Why would that need to happen again? I guess I asked myself. Not that it couldn't happen, but why would it need to happen? Why would we repeat that again? It's just hard for me to, I don't know. But I mean, again, that's what everyone's going to make a decision, right? Like, some people are not going to sack and they may pick it up later. Some people are going to sack just a little bit and then buy more later. And then some people are going to sack their amount and be like, that's what I could put in. This is what I can afford. That's what all I got. Not putting anything else in. That's it. And I hope all three categories do really well. All right, guys, this non-emergency stream is got to wrap up. I'll be on tomorrow. I'm sure bring all your Pulse. I want to say PulseX. See, the names are, I'm getting mixed up a little bit with PulseX. I want to say I want to say Provex. But yeah, that's all I got tonight. Sorry, I can't get to all these. A lot of questions. I appreciate you all. Even the funny ones too. All right. Well, that is your update. That's what we got tonight. Wow. Wow, indeed. Let's go. Like I said, let's go. Hopefully we get some green candles and everyone feels a lot more like crypto is great. Let's make crypto great again. Here we go. Let's go. That's all I got. All right. Will it be a great parting video though? What do you want? Let's do. What are we gonna do? Good question. I'll do season's greetings. All right, everyone. That's all I got for you today. Come back tomorrow. A couple 2 or 3 hours earlier. I'll be around. Scivive 5555. We are out.
Wow. Neat. Don't leave home without it.
Yeah.